morning, friends. I hope you guys are well. I cannot believe this, but our kids go back to school in less than a week. So I thought today's video, I would just bring you along over the next couple of days, share all those last minute things that I like to do to get our family ready for hopefully the smoothest start to the new school year. I have grocery hauls to share, what I like to stock our fridge, our pantry, our freezer with, to just have those easy, quick, busy school night meals ready to go. I've got organization, routine, systems, all those things. If you're new, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. I hope you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Let's get started. The first thing I wanted to get done was to take the boys for their back to school haircuts. They love to go to Sports Clips because they can do the MVP treatment there. And what that means is they get a head massage when she's doing the shampoo. The shampoo is always the favorite part of mine when I get my haircut as well. It feels so good. They do a hot towel on your face. They even use a massage gun and give you a massage on your back. It is like, it's the greatest thing ever. The boys actually look forward to haircuts, which is a win-win as a parent. Rory, I was able to get her haircut done earlier in the summer. Rory is our 7-year-old daughter for anybody new, so it was nice to have that done early. And Liam's sweet smile is just everything. All right, so next on our list, I have two kind of big goals for today, and then I think I'll pick up tomorrow because I am trying to maximize the last few days of summer with my kids and not be filming all day. So I'm going to spread it out so that I can have time with them. So I want to share with you guys, the first thing is some ideas for teacher gifts. In my last video, our last back to school prep video, I told you guys I like to give the teachers little gifts throughout the year. I never wait till Teacher Appreciation Week or the big holidays. I just know as a former teacher how good it felt to get a random handwritten card from a kid on a Tuesday or a pack of sticky notes from a student. Just these little things mean so much to teachers. I promise you that. So I want to give you some more concrete ideas. I showed you in that video that I was planning on taking some pencil boxes, putting the teachers' names on them with my Cricut, and then filling it with their favorite snacks, some pens, some Post-it notes, things like that. Well, we now have the teachers' names, so later on, I'm gonna go ahead and get those customized, but I'm gonna work on that this week at home and have those ready. I like to give the gift the Friday at the end of the first week at school and have it just be like a yay, we made it through the week. Thank you so much for the most amazing first week of school, that kind of a thing. But I wanted to share some other ideas. So we often think about, especially in elementary school, the kid's main teacher as who we want to give all the gifts to. But we can't forget about those resource teachers. I mean, the PE teacher, the art teacher, the music teacher, the STEAM teacher, if they have that. So I like to do things for those teachers as well. I don't do it as often as their main homeroom teacher just because there's so many of them, but a couple of times throughout the year, simple little things. And so just an idea for you, get a gigantic bottle of hand sanitizer. This came from Walmart. I believe it was $5 or $6. Put a little bow around it, maybe add some pens or some Post-it notes, or if you know like their favorite candy or treats like that, add a little something with just a handwritten note, and this will make their day. If you don't know their favorite things, so our school thankfully puts out a favorite things list at the start of the year, but what I've done in years past before we had that, first couple weeks of school, I just email the teacher and just make it easy for them to respond and just say, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite Starbucks order? If I was gonna get you a gift card, where would you want it from? What's your favorite candy? Things like that. And then you have that list for yourself. So that's what I like to do. And then another idea for you guys for pens. Walmart is having a huge sale right now. So I got all this from Walmart. This is a massive pack of 18 pens. I think it was less than $5. So some fun pens with a note. So beneficial for those teachers. Everybody needs pens. I got some flare pens. So I just kind of loaded up to have throughout the year. Another idea for you. I like to, it's kind of the concept with the pencil box. I like to give gifts inside of things that the teachers can use throughout the year. So this is another just fun organizer. I believe I got this from Joann Fabrics, which I miss Joann Fabrics. I love Joann Fabrics. Come back, Joann Fabrics. So I think they have it at Michael's. I know they have it on Amazon, so I'll link it for you guys. Let me give you a close-up because this is just the cutest little container. It has 4 little bins inside. And so an idea here, I'm trying to show you all the colors. There you go. An idea with this one that I love is that you could fill it with some candy for them, some push pins if they use that, some magnets for their board, just like little treats inside of here. Then it's a gift, but it's also something reusable that they can use throughout the year. Another fun idea, this came from Michael's. I just got this for, I think I'm gonna give it to Liam's teacher, but it is a rainbow crayon sign where you can put the words on there, and I'm just gonna put the teacher's name on it and then give them all the extra letters, but just, it's super affordable. It was originally $6.99. I think I got it like 30 or 40% off because all of that back to school stuff is on sale right now. So just another idea for you guys. I will link all of these ideas. The other thing, another idea for the resource teachers that I got this. Teachers typically, like their general teacher, their homeroom teacher will ask for tissues and things like that, but the resource teachers don't typically get that stuff from students at the start of the year. So I splurged and got the really cute boxes of Kleenexes that says, be kind to yourself, bright future. I think it matters. You never know what student is gonna go up to this tissue box, and it's just going to brighten their day to see these fun words on here. So I'm gonna give this to one of the resource teachers. The last thing to share that I got at Walmart, that is so cute. Let me give you a close-up. They're Post-it notes, but they're in the shape of a pencil. I can't remember how much they were, but they were not that much money. I got a couple of these. Again, just a fun, cute idea for those teachers. Don't forget about the middle school and high school teachers. I know there's more of them, but as a former high school teacher, it really matters. And so you don't have to do it obviously as often, but maybe just every single month you pick one of your kids' middle school or high school teachers so that you're hitting up each teacher at some point throughout the year instead of waiting till Teacher Appreciation Week. I know that this makes a huge difference. All right, next on our list, now that we have all of these ideas, also, if you have any ideas, please share them in the comment section. Big goal of the day. I've been procrastinating because I don't really want to do it, but I know I need to do it. I need to clean the kids' bathrooms. And then I think it's time for a little bit of an organization makeover in the kids' bathrooms, just to have a more efficient system and routine for the kids to brush their teeth, get their hair done, all the things first thing in the morning. So I did order some organization products, but I think first, let's go ahead and just give them a quick little cleaning, and then we'll get the organization glow up going. You know, I like to keep it real on here, so I am just showing you the boys' bathroom as it truly is right now. Blue toothpaste on the mirror. I don't even know how that happens. All the things I bet these are empty. Let's see. Yep, empty. And actually, this is a perfect example of one of the organization systems I'm gonna set up with that floss pick right there. So it obviously needs some work. There's not really a good set place for everything. So let's go ahead and just get this bathroom cleaned up and then set up some new organization together.
I don't know how or how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Stuck upside down, I might be dreaming. There's no way back now. Take every inch of my body. Wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care.
We've now moved into Rory's bathroom because I just want to get both of the bathrooms cleaned before I do the organization. And as you can see, we're still living that blue toothpaste life over here. But Rory just needs good storage and organization. I put this in here for her, and at first she put her little skincare. When I say skincare, I just give her the free samples that I get from Clinique when I order things. So she just loves to lay it all out. So I think the key is to find something that I can put on her counter and just get some organization going in here, and then some stuff we can move over here and get her in a better spot to start the school year. So let's get it cleaned first, and then we'll talk about organization. if you're looking for some more back to school prep content, I have 2 other videos that I did for this series where the first one I started out with a bunch of decluttering and organizing for the new school year. And then my second video had just all the good things, the free printables of routines and systems that we set into place and just lots of ideas for you. So I will link both of those videos in the video description box for you. Even if your kids are already back to school, I always say there's not a set timeline of when you have to get ready for back to school. Sometimes it's so chaotic when you first start that you just need a little bit of a breather, and then you can start the organization and things like that. But mostly I just want to share ideas to hopefully make your life a little bit easier and just help that transition back to school just a little bit smoother. Okay, bathrooms have been cleaned. Now I want to do, we're opening this up together. I'm going to do a little bit of an organization haul for everything I got on Amazon, but I'm going to structure it because I'm going to tell you what the problem is and then the solution that I'm hoping to achieve with what I got. This is going to go with it. I got this from the Target dollar spot at least a year ago, I think. So I'll talk about this one in a second. This was sitting on my desk in the office and I wasn't really using it. Oh, well, this has nothing to do with the haul that we're doing, but here's Gus's little pill pockets for his medicine. We might have some fun little finds in here. All right, so let's start with, let me see what color this is. So the first problem is that we have not done a good job reminding our kids to floss at night. I can't expect them to do it twice a day. At this point, our dentist told us once a day, preferably the evening, is the time to do it. So I have the little floss sticks for them because I do think that's a lot easier than using floss that they're wrapping around their hands. So we go for the floss sticks at this point in our life. And so the problem is when they do remember to do it, as we saw in the boys' bathroom, they just set it down on the counter and then you have a bunch of floss sticks everywhere. So we needed some trash cans that I could fit right on their countertop, right next to where the floss sticks are going to be. I want to make it as easy as possible for the kids. Here's the pink one. So this is Rory's. Oh, good, and the size is actually good. I was worried they would be too big, but these look like a really good size. Oh, it came with an extra little piece. So let me give you guys a close-up, but it's this tiny little mini trash can, and then I got lots of refill trash bags for them. I got a white one for the boys' bathroom, but let me give you a close-up. It should be where you can just tap it, and it opens and closes. Perfect, yep. So I'm gonna put this right on the counter for them so they can put all of their floss sticks and their tissues. Tissues are another one. Maybe it is just my children. Let me know in the comments, but I find dirty tissues all over our home. I don't know who's not walking them over to the trash can, but no more. We have a solution. So that one's Rory's. So then you'll see the boys' white one when we go. Here, I'll just open it for you. Let me make sure we got the right color because sometimes I'll order a certain color and then a different one will come. So I got the boys a white one. I think it comes in black as well. Yeah, perfect. Here we go. So here's the boys' trash can. So we have that. So that's one problem. Then for Rory, you saw in Rory's room, she has her little skincare products, her little play makeup everywhere. Something I have been teaching Rory is moisturizing her skin. So we try to do that at night. So she has her lotion and things like that. So she just needs a spot. I have that tray shelf set up above her toilet. I think I'm gonna move tissues over there, maybe some extra rolls of toilet paper over there, and then set up her sink almost like a little vanity so she can have everything because she wants it all just laid out in front of her. I think it's part of the appeal and she likes to organize it. She's definitely my daughter. So instead of storing it under the sink, she wants it on display. Oh yeah, these are perfect. So I found these 2 trays. All of this stuff is super affordable, by the way, so I will link everything for you. But they have the scalloped edge, just like the one that I already had from Target. And so there's 2 sizes. I got this size. Can you see the scalloped edge? I think you can see that. And then this smaller size. So it came as a set. So I'm going to set these up on her counter. And then this is the piece that I already had from Target. So I'm thinking her hairbrush can go in one slot, her toothbrush, probably line up some of her skincare things. So lots of options to organize her counter space. Oh, and it even came with little feet tiny little dots that you can put underneath so it can slide, because having all of her stuff just laid out on the counter is not ideal for cleaning her counter, and I think that's why it has just gotten so gross on top. And so I want everything to be in trays. Same thing for the boys' bathroom, so I can lift things up and just wipe really quick. Also, I give my kids chores, and so sometimes their chores are to clean their bathroom, so I know it'll be a lot easier to just lift everything and wipe it down. So that's another solution. I can't even remember, you guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, these. All right, here's another problem. Q-tips. My kids like to use Q-tips, but I had nowhere to put them, so those are another thing. Well, we help the kids use the Q-tips. Let me say that. We don't just like give free range. We usually help the kids with that. And so I needed a spot for Q-tips for their bathrooms. And so I got these. They're plastic. I have a ton of little glass containers, but I don't want to put glass containers in my kids' bathroom. We're just asking for things to get broken and then somebody possibly to get hurt. So I found a bunch of these plastic. I think it comes as a 4-pack. These little tiny plastic containers with lids that will be perfect for, oh, this is the wrong size. Hold on. There's different sizes, apparently. There's larger ones and then smaller ones. Yeah, this is the right lid. So this one, and then these little cute lids that go in them. So it'll just look really nice, I think, and they were not expensive. And then the last thing is figuring out for the boys, like another like tray type of situation. They weren't gonna be happy if I got them this cute scalloped edge ones that I got for Rory. So I found these, and I've been hearing really good things about them. They are, where's the material? It's basically a fast drying diatomite. It says, oh, it has little feet that you can put on them. And it's these little trays where when they get wet, they dry. They're not supposed to mildew or get like gross things growing on them. And they came in a 4-pack. And I got, my original thought was one for their hand soap because it gets so wet back behind the boys' sink. And I got a new water pick for Liam, our son who has braces. And so I want to set that up. And so I need stuff that's going to get wet when you're using a water pick. And so I got, I'll show you, it's 2 sets of these. So one for each side of the sinks for the boys. So it's this little tray and then this one. So I think I'm going to put their hand soap on this and then probably their electric toothbrushes, things like that on these trays. So very excited to get this set up. I'm all about fixing the problems when we can and just making things easier. So let's head over to the boys' bathroom first and get everything set up there.
If you need a hand, I am here for you. Walk that extra mile, I would do that too. If the end is near, just know that I got you. I'm your armor when things get tough. Know I got your back, your battles are mine too. I'll fight for you when things get hard. Lay it all on me when you're not strong enough to carry on. Baby, you should know I got you. 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 I know the world can be a crazy place sometimes.
It already feels so much better in here and just more organized. Everything has a place. These little, I don't even know what to call them, trays are awesome. I touched it with water and it like instantly absorbed it. So I'm very excited about these. I will keep you guys updated when it's a new product. I love to recommend them, but I have to be honest, I haven't used it for a while. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. But now, since we're here and I have a little bit of fall decor, I might as well just add some cozy fall touches to the bathroom. We've certainly been doing that all over the house. So these actually came from Target last year. It's a jack-o'-lantern, but if I just flip it over, it's a pumpkin. So we'll start out early fall with the pumpkins. We'll flip them when it's time for Halloween. And then I also got these, I think they're supposed to go on windows. They're like window cleans that are fall themed, but they'll stick to a mirror as well. So I just want to add a couple of these. Let me see if they're cute. Oh, they're so cute. Look at these, you guys. There's like a million of them too. So I'm definitely gonna do the same thing in Rory's bathroom because I know she will especially love these. So let's add a little bit of fall touch to it, and then I'll kind of talk to you about my organization system here, and then we'll go to Rory's bathroom. Another idea to share for these stick-ons is that they also stick to bathtubs. So you'll see when we go to Rory's bathroom, I ended up adding a couple of them to her bathtub, and then I closed her shower curtain. So when she went in to see all of her decor, she didn't notice the bathtub ones, but then she went in to take her bath at night and saw them, and it was just a fun little surprise for her. So just an idea that you could try at home with your kids as well. Okay, I absolutely love how those little window cleans turned out. They're so cute. All right, let me just walk you through my organization. So I ended up putting Liam's electric toothbrush on here, and then some of the wax that they gave us to use sometimes at night with his braces when the wire is bothering him. I, of course, put the fall soap over here, and then this is kind of their communal area where stuff that they both use. So we have the floss sticks, Q-tips, and then this is their mouthwash. Our orthodontist recommended this when Liam got his braces. It's basically the Act mouthwash, but I got the Target brand. But what I love about this, let me show you guys, it's so cool because the kids can portion it out themselves instead of like you worry that they're gonna like pour it all out. You give it just a gentle squeeze and then it fills up. I have to have it flat so it doesn't go everywhere. And then it fills up the perfect amount. There's a line right here that tells you. And then I just have them pour it into little medicine cups because these are the perfect size for it. They pour it in here and then they, you know, obviously rinse their mouth and that kind of thing. So these are a good little idea. And then I love this one. I don't know if the Act brand does that, but super convenient for this one. And then it's essentially kind of spill proof that way. And then we have the little trash can here. So easy to get the trash bags. I put a couple extra at the bottom so that they're easy to refill when they're done. So I'm just gonna keep the mouthwash here. And I love how this kind of worked out. And then over here for Charlie, I just have his electric toothbrush, his mouthwash cup. Charlie likes to keep his deodorant up here. Liam keeps it downstairs in the mudroom bathroom. I also have extra floss sticks, Q-tips, all the things down there as well. I decided to put these back up from Dollar Tree. They're so sturdy and I really like them. And so I'm just keeping the boys' toothpaste up there. So hopefully it just won't get knocked over or squeezed extra and get all the blue stuff everywhere. So I love how this turned out. Let's head over to Rory's bathroom now. Show these at the beginning, but these plastic containers also came with labels. There's some that are already filled out and then there's some that you can write on. I'm gonna leave the labels off for now. I might make some eventually with my Cricut, but I think they're fine without labels because it's easy to see inside and it's kind of obvious what's in there. Okay, I love how all of this turned out. There is still kind of the essence of clutter in her bathroom, but it'll be so much easier to clean because I can lift everything up with the trays, and eventually maybe she'll let me take her little play makeup and stuff like that and put it out in her vanity in her room. But for now, she likes to do it in her bathroom, so we're gonna let Rory do her thing. I put all of her lotions up here, her Vaseline. I love to use this in the winter if like her hands get really cracked and dried, also on her lips at night. So I'm gonna leave that out. We've got some extra toilet paper. Over here, I did kind of the same concept with the boys where anything that will be thrown away in this trash can, I put it next to the trash can. So I've got tissues, I've got the floss sticks, the Q-tips, and then they fit perfectly on this little scallop tray. I just think scalloped edge on anything is like my go-to. I just think it's so whimsy and beautiful and fun. So that looks great. Got her soap ready to go. I need to actually refill it a little bit. It's down here. Once we finish this one, because this is more of a summer scent, I'm going to add a pumpkin flavor that I have from Bath & Body Works. Let's go over to this corner. So this is going to be her toothbrush and then her little pretend skincare stuff. So I got this at Michael's. She picked it out over the summer. It was on super clearance. I think I paid like 33 cents for it. It's just a little container with an opening. It's easy to reach my hand in and wipe it and clean it. So I'm gonna let her stick with her rainbow theme she's got going on and keep her toothbrush in here. This is just her little water cup for when she's brushing her teeth. We've got her toothpaste here. I already told you her little pretend skincare stuff. And then we've got hair ties. This is like a hair theme. So we got the hair ties, the Honest Detangler spray, her hairbrush. Rory gets a lot of nosebleeds during the night, and I have finally figured out something that works, and we started doing this in June, and knock on wood, she has not gotten one nosebleed this summer. It's just the saline nasal mist. The mist is the key, because if I try to do the saline drops, it's just, she hates it, but the mist is a lot more gentle. So if your kids have nosebleeds, highly recommend this. We just do it at night, one on each side. It's made such a difference. And then I was able to fit all of her makeup in here, and then I just put the sponges on the side. So much better. And now I kind of want to add, hello camera, some of that fall, the window cleans to her mirror. So let's do that now.
I know the way that you think about me, but I don't wanna know the truth. I hear the things that they say about me, but I don't wanna know the truth. Don't you ever wanna run away? Don't you ever wanna walk away? Don't you ever wanna leave this place? 'Cause I need you when the day's gone.
Now I have an easy, busy weeknight dinner idea for you guys that my entire family will eat. They're basically Sloppy Joe sliders, but my kids prefer these over a full hamburger bun at Sloppy Joe, and it's so easy. I just take the Hawaiian rolls, cut it in half as you saw, and then I take the Sloppy Joe meat, spread it out evenly, add some cheese, and then put the top layer back on, and I bake it in the oven at 350 for really, I think I did it 5 or 6 minutes. You really just want the cheese to get melted because the meat is, fresh hot off the skillet. So super easy and something that everybody will eat. And I think I put broccoli on the side that night, but I just usually throw a frozen veggie in the microwave while they're cooking. And it's just a nice, easy idea. I will have more of those ideas coming throughout the fall because I know how real life gets when those fall sports are back in session or those fall activities, and we are just scrambling. We are scrambling together to get a healthy dinner on the table for our kids before they go to all the things. So we are in this together, and I will keep the ideas coming.
I would change for you. I would break.
Good morning from the next day. We need to start with an iced coffee, of course. So today is going to be all about the food. This one is unopened. I can tell by the weight. We're gonna have to open a new one. Coffee creamer, for anybody wondering, we've got this guy back in my life. My store was out of it for the longest time, so I just switched to the white chocolate one, which is good, but this is always just my favorite go-to. And something about me, it's open. Steven opened it, yay. I don't know why, but I always hate opening them. All right, back to the task at hand. Today is all about the food. So my family's summer needs in our fridge and our pantry and our freezer are very different than the school year needs. During the summer, it's just slower pace. We can take our time making dinner. Kids are making their own breakfast whenever they wake up. Just more independent, slower pace. I already kind of missed that. Back to school is quick, quick, quick. That's the name of the game. We've got sports practices that are going to be starting. So there's some days where we only have 30 minutes to get fed and out the door before the next thing. Mornings are quick, quick, quick as we get ready and out the door for school. So, and then snacks. Snacks are at school. They're not home, where if you've been watching, you know that we ate our snacks out of the fridge. Well, during the school year, they have a rule that you can't send in snacks for your kids that are perishable, so they have to be just a pantry snack, which isn't a huge deal. My kids love the pantry snacks, as we know. Let me clean this really quickly. Hold that thought. Anyway, so pantry snacks, I do think we can find that balance of making sure that I am loading our pantry with healthy snacks for the school year, but also allowing my kids to be kids. I don't want to be so strict that they don't feel like they get to have some treats every now and then. So it's trying to find that balance. So we are going to get everything set up today and restocked. We have a new freezer in our garage. If you remember at the start of the summer, our deep freezer in the garage completely broke. It took me a bit to replace it. Hold on, I overfilled my coffee on purpose. That first sip just like hits my soul in the best way possible. I love coffee. Let me know if you love coffee too. Hold on, just one more. Okay, we're back. All right, so we're gonna set up the deep freezer. So here's the goals. I have a Thrive order coming. No, it came last night. I have the Thrive order. I have a Costco order that is coming hopefully within the hour. It's an 11 to 1 window of delivery and it's almost 10 o'clock at this point. So I think we're gonna start with the Thrive order. I'll share some ideas. That's gonna be all pantry stuff that I got for the kids. Costco order is gonna be a mix of fridge, freezer, and pantry. With the orders, I wanna share dinner ideas with you guys. Those quick, easy, busy school night dinner ideas for you. What I'm gonna stock everything with to kind of meet the needs of our family, get our new freezer set up. There's like one thing of frozen lasagna in there right now. So it's so nice to kind of start fresh with just an empty situation and get that organized and set up for the year. So hopefully this will give you guys some ideas for your family. Again, we like balance in our family. We don't go on the extremely healthy, we don't go on the extremely unhealthy route. We are somewhere in the middle where we try to give our kids as healthy and nutritious options as possible while keeping it kids being kids, if that makes sense. So let me know your family style. Respect either way. All right, let's get the Thrive order.
Walls too, and I would change just for you. And I would change for you. And I break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. Right now you are sick of talking, and that the fire seemed to fade. And I know we're hanging on to something that so easily could break. Don't you ever wanna run away?
Let me walk you through my Thrive order. I only order from Thrive a couple of times a year, and as you can see, I really load up. I'm trying to be better about it. I honestly just forget about it sometimes with all the choices that we have in the world, but I do love it when I get one. So since we have our freezer now in the garage, I went ahead and loaded up on the Good Pops. I think these will be so fun to have after school, especially when friends come over, just when we need a little break, or a little brain break right when they get home. So excited about these. These are really good. I like them too if you've never tried them. And then this is new for me. So I saw this somewhere. It must be in my algorithm because it popped up. It is called Go Nanas. And so I got the chocolate chip banana bread mix and then also the fudge brownie banana bread mix. I think both are going to be delicious, but we'll probably make it together. I'll let you guys know once I try it what I truly think about it. This is not new to me. This is one of my favorite treats, the Heavenly Hunks. Costco has a massive bag of them. The problem is I'm the only one that eats them, so if I get the massive bag, then I will eat the massive bag. So these are much better for portion control and just self-control for me, but I love the oatmeal chocolate chip ones. I've also tried the carrot cake ones, and I love those. This is a new flavor. It looked really good. It's almond butter chocolate. I love almond butter, so I thought this would be a good one to try. So once I try them, I'll keep you guys updated. Catalina Crunch, one of my go-to favorites. The honey graham flavor is my absolute favorite. Our grocery store has a peanut butter chocolate one that's really good too. This is just good for me for a late afternoon energy boost, or like if I want a dessert at night and I want to do something a little bit healthier, I'll have a little bowl of this. It's just really, really good, high protein. This is something new. It's the Toto sea salt chocolate chip cookies. The stats look really good on them. I'll give you guys a quick glance on them if that's focusing. They had a birthday cake flavor, but I tend to not like the birthday cake as much as chocolate. So I'm gonna try chocolate chip. If I like these, then I'll order the birthday cake one next. Here are the school snacks. So these are kind of more for Steven and I, but the kids love them too. And they had these perfect lunchbox or snack size for at school for the kids. So the sour cream and onion, this is the Good Crisp company, and then the regular one. So it's kind of like the healthier version of Pringles. There's just cleaner ingredients in them. So I got that for the kids for school. We love the Boulder Cannon brand as well. And so I just kind of loaded up. I compared the cost of these at Thrive to our grocery store, and Thrive was a lot cheaper. So that's why I got them through Thrive. Other thing that I love are the Simple Mills almond flour crackers. These have such good flavor to them, even though when you look at it, it's just their sea salt flavored. But if you've tried these, let me know if you feel the same way. They taste so good. The problem is, again, I'm the only person that eats them, and so with a whole box of them, they tend to go stale before I can get through them. So I like the snack packs. My grocery store doesn't have the snack packs, so I'll get that on Thrive when I can. And then another thing that I can only find on Thrive is the peanut butter and jelly flavored Bobos. Love, love, love the Bobo brand. These are so tasty. It's one of those snacks where you feel like you're having a treat, and it's healthy. So I love this flavor. They also have an apple flavor that I can get at the grocery store. Walmart has the apple flavor typically. There's a strawberry one that's good, but the peanut butter and jelly ones are my absolute favorite. So loaded up on those. And then here's more dinner items. I got a ton of the quinoa mix. I love getting microwavable quinoa and rice mix, so you don't have to take the time to rinse the quinoa, do the whole cooking thing. It's just so much easier when you are crunched for time, especially with back to school. So got several of those because these are good just to add to different dinners. Then I also got the rice and quinoa, so loaded up on those. This is something that I absolutely love. This is the Smash Foods, and it's their strawberry. It's basically, I use it like jelly, so anything I would put jelly on, I use that. Pumpkin for that baking this fall. And then a couple of sauces. Primal Kitchen is one of my go-to brands. I got their buffalo sauce for some buffalo chicken. And then this is new to me, the Korean style barbecue. I've heard really good things. Excited to try this. I think I'm gonna add it to some ground turkey, veggies, make a skillet meal. And I also needed to load it up on more ground flaxseed and some hemp parts. I'm hoping to get some smoothie packets together with you guys in today's video, but we need the Costco order for that. So for now, I'm gonna put away what I can, and then the next step, the next order should be the Costco order. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the pantry together. I just wanna get it tidied up and just organized and ready to go before the Costco order gets here, because I know there's gonna be a lot more stuff there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these bags, pour them into the containers, clean up. This is our bread, and like sweet potatoes and onions go up there, so get that all organized. I have some snacks over here. I think I'll wait and just restock all the snacks over here once the Costco order comes. It's on its way, so it should be here any minute, but I'll go through and clean up and make sure there's not anything that's expired in there. It is definitely looking empty and ready to be refilled. All right, let's get everything cleaned up.
Don't you ever wanna walk away? Don't you ever wanna leave this place? 'Cause I need you when the day's gone. And I would change for you. I break these walls too. And I would change just for you. And I would change for you. And I break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind.
I'm about to refill all of these snacks that I have. I've gotten a lot of questions on whether these containers keep the snacks fresh or if it just makes them go stale because I pour like a lot in there at one time. For our family, they 100% keep them more fresh than this system with a chip clip, because my kids are notorious for doing like one tiny little fold and clipping it, so there's a whole lot of air getting in there. So for our family, these are so much better and they're affordable. I got them from Walmart. I think it's the Better Homes and Gardens brand. Don't quote me on that. I will link them for you if they're still available, but I love these. I think they help so much, especially with back to school where my kids are gonna be gone for most of the day at school, and so the snacks are gonna sit a little bit longer. I need something like this. So yes, I recommend these. They keep our chips and our pretzels and all the things fresher a lot longer than if we didn't have them.
Think like how you are sick talking. And I know we're hanging on to something. I think right now you are sick of talking. And I know we're hanging on to something. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind.
I'm gonna do this Costco haul just kind of in order of whether they need to go in the freezer or the fridge or the pantry. So we're gonna start with the freezer foods so we can go get them outside in the freezer. So I loaded up on some dino nuggets for Rory. Liam likes them as well. I like to get their lean ground turkey. It's a 4-pack, and so I'll keep one out because we're having soup tomorrow night for dinner in the crock pot. So I'll put one in the fridge, and then the other 3, I'll just put them in the freezer in the garage until we need them. These are one of my favorite meals. It's so easy. The kids will all eat these. So I'll take these and I'll mix them with some of these vegetables. We'll add some rice on the side. So just a quick and easy dinner. I cook them in the air fryer. Takes no time at all. They're so flavorful if you've never tried these. They have a basil one as well. My kids don't like it as much, so we typically get the teriyaki pineapple. Loaded up on some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They're frozen. These are great for crock pot recipes in the fall, so I got some of that. And then these are the vegetables that I just showed. It's the Tattooed Chef sheet pan vegetables. These are so, so good. You can cook them in the oven, the skillet, the air fryer. I've done all of that, but they're so easy to add a protein and some rice or some quinoa to it. They already have a nice seasoning and flavor to them, so easy, quick dinner. I always get just a big bag of their organic frozen vegetables to add as a quick side. And then this is just some frozen berries. I got them because I want to make some smoothie packs to just have quick in the morning with the kids and ready to go. So loaded up on that as well. All right, let's go get the freezer stuff loaded up and organized. All right, here is the new freezer. It's the Media brand. It's smaller than the one we had, but it's, I think, exactly what we need. And so as I told you, all we have is just a lonely little lasagna in there. But I wanted to share a quick strategy with you guys. So how I knew the freezer was ready for food, I filled just one of the kids' medicine cups up with water and I put a penny. Once it froze, I put a penny on top, and so I knew it was ready to go because it stayed frozen overnight. You never know with the new freezers. This is also good for if you lose power. Our neighborhood, unfortunately, loses power at random times. So this is always good to see too if your food has gotten into a state where it's become unfrozen, because the penny will then sink down into the cup. So just a little tip for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get the food in and get it organized.
I don't even know how to get in your head. Seeking your attention, but simple instead. 'Cause I hope you look my way, but no.
All right, quick little organization tour. So I put all the treats right here. The key was to put what the kids will want to grab right where their vision is, so they don't have to look very far. It's just sitting there. They obviously need some time to freeze, but I don't think it'll take very long. I put all of the meats down there. So I have the turkey, the chicken nuggets, the meatballs down there. And then on the side, I also love that this basket just slides over. So then on the side, I have my veggies, fruit, and then just a pre-made, ready-to-go lasagna dinner. I will eventually add some frozen pizza in here too, because that's a nice, easy, busy weeknight meal, but our family doesn't like the Costco brand, so I need to get that from our grocery store. So it is certainly ready now for some back-to-school, easy, quick meals, and it feels good to get this all set up. Next thing I'll show you is the refrigerator items. There's not much. I loaded up on some fruit to kind of finish out our last few days of summer. I have no doubt this will be gone within 48 hours. My kids are big fruit eaters, thankfully. I got a lot of spinach because I do want to make those smoothie packs for the freezer, so I got some for that. And then some probiotic yogurt smoothies for the kids. They love these as well. So let's go ahead and get this back in the fridge.
Feeling every day like I'm going insane. 'Cause you and I something I wish for every day. So I hope you look my
All right, now on to the pantry items. So I like to get the organic almond butter. It's the perfect consistency because it's a little bit more liquidy, which is how I like my almond butter. It makes it easier when you're making recipes that require almond butter. So love that from Costco. I got these because I use the quart size when I make my smoothie packets. So I wanted to load up and just make sure that you get the freezer safe ones if you're gonna make these at home as well. More Bobos, because you know your girl loves Bobos. Rory loves these, and I think the boys, I'm trying to remember if they tried them last time. I think they did. So these will be really good, healthier back to school snack options. So we have the strawberry PB&J one and then the grape one. I will eat these as well. They are so tasty. And then if you haven't had the Dots brand pretzels, you are missing out in life. These are so good and so just flavorful. So I got some school packs for the kids to take for their snacks. Rory loves some Z-bars. The boys like the protein version of the Z-bars, but I got these for Rory. This will last for a long time and has 3 different flavors. If you're wondering, the green one is her favorite. These are for the boys because this is their favorite. I like it because it's just the Kirkland brand, so super affordable and you get a ton. These are also good if I'm in charge of snacks for sports. All of this will double up and I could just grab them from the pantry before a sporting event. And these are just good little snacks for that as well. Fig bars, everybody in our house loves these. The raspberry and the blueberry is what comes at Costco. The apple flavor is super, super good if you've never had that one. And then Pirate's Booty for Rory. If you've been following this, probably doesn't surprise you. She loves Pirate's Booty. I like the one from Costco because it's smaller bags. When you buy them at the grocery store, it's like twice the size of the bag. And so this is just a nice little portion control. Thing of Pirate's Booty, you get 40 of them, so cost-wise, it is so much more affordable than if you try to buy like the 6-pack that they have at the grocery store. And then these are one of my favorites. I think they're so tasty. It's like a little gummy with some yogurt around it, but it's healthier, and so the kids will take these for snacks as well, and this is something Stephen and I enjoy too. All right, let me show you my little random haul that I have on the island as well. Okay, I loaded up on the kids' toothpaste because we were out. This is for me. They had me at velvety soft leggings. I want to try them. It's a 2-pack and I feel like it was only like $12 or $14 for 2 pairs of leggings, which is so good. And it's the 7th, 8th length. So I am super short. I'm only 5'2" on a good day. And so the 7/8 length is what actually goes all the way down to my ankles. I have a hard time finding leggings that fit me. So super excited to try these. I'll let you know what I think later on. I needed some socks, so they had the women's Puma socks. They're just really good socks. So I have reached the age where I love to buy clothes at Costco. Let me know if you're with me on that one. My favorite Waterloo water that I get, my sparkling water, the lemon lime, raspberry nectarine, blackberry, lemonade. Love all 3 of those. So I always load up when I do a Costco order on that. And then there's a lot of corn, but trust me, we use corn for our taco soup, different recipes. It's also just a really good side item when we have those busy back to school dinner nights. So loaded up on that. And then the typical paper towels and toilet paper. All right, let's get the pantry restocked. Every time I do a pantry restock, I inevitably get at least one comment from somebody negatively talking about all the snacks that we have in our pantry and why we let our kids have free reign of all of those snacks, all the things. First and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and just squash that false rumor now. We do not give our kids full access to all of these snacks. Stephen and I have a good system set up with the kids where they always ask permission, first of all, before they even go into the pantry. But for me, it's more about having organization, seeing what we have. That's why I put everything out at one time. It's easy to know when we need to restock things. Like I told you before, we typically eat snacks out of the fridge, but now that we're back to school, that's not an option during the school day. So just to save you time on your comment, no, they don't just get to eat everything all the time. It feels so good to have this organized. I will walk you through. A lot of it is self-explanatory, but let me kind of show you my system because there is a reason why I take the time to face things forward and all the things. It is not just to make it look pretty. That's just an added bonus. I face these forward because inevitably my kids will look at them and say, they'll pull everything out. Is this the one that I like? Yes, this is the one that you like because you recognize the front of it. And then same things back here with the Z-bars. They can see the flavors. Rory pretty much has the flavor colors memorized at this point. So she knows her green ones with the green label. So they can see what flavors they are. So everything can just stay organized and people aren't just throwing stuff out. Same thing here. Also, I didn't bother making these all uniformed and perfect because they're all the same flavor. And so everybody knows what's in there. We don't need to worry about that. Same system here. Just wanted them to see the flavors. This is just a little mix of what we had left over. We had some of the made goods. My kids love the chocolate chip ones, but as you can see, mixed berry is not getting a whole lot of love in our house. I like the mixed berry ones, so I need to start eating these. And then this is the bin of leftovers that people typically aren't eating. The sad little bin over here. So don't worry, that's it, bars. I got you. I'll eat you sometime soon. And then down here, it was just a matter of maximizing storage. So I take the time to stick them in organized so that I can fit more in there. It just works better than if I dumped all those out like I did with the yogi things, then half of that would have fit in there. So it's really more about maximizing space. So love how all of this is restocked and ready for back to school. Well, I was gonna pause and the kids and I were gonna go on a park adventure for the rest of the day and I was gonna pick up tomorrow, but as I just showed you, we had a crazy storm come out of nowhere. It's like sideways rain, all the things. So I made the kids popcorn. They are settled in the basement and they're gonna have an afternoon movie, which to me is just like a core summer memory when you have those random thunderstorms that pop up and you just cozy up with a movie. So they're doing well. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage and get the smoothie packets ready to go. If you hear the rain in the background, I have this sliding glass door open because I just love that sound of a storm. It's calming. I don't know, I love it. And Annie's out on the porch enjoying it as well. So here's what we need. I'm going to grab my frozen fruit that we got from Costco, the spinach that I got from Costco. I have these claws that hold the bag so it's easy to pack the smoothies. I think people use them also to make like crock pot frozen meal things, which we need to do this fall together. I want to stock the freezer with some crock pot meals, just on a side note. So stay tuned for that in the future. And then I want to add some hemp hearts, black chia seeds, and some ground flax to them as well. The day of when I make the smoothies, I pull them out of the freezer, I put them in my little NutriBullet blender, and I add a scoop of chocolate protein powder, almond milk, I think that's it. And then I just blend it up the day of. So I don't put the protein powder in ahead of time in the freezer. I know some people do that, but I like to do it the day of. I think it's just mixes better. I've noticed it gets a little clumpy when it gets frozen. Let me know if yours is like that as well. So let me grab all the ingredients and we're gonna use Mother Nature as our sign that we need to get these healthy smoothie packets done. Let's go. I'll type up the recipe for everything that I add to my smoothie packets and I'll put it in the video description box. I'll also do that for the dinner that I showed earlier on in this video. But honestly, it changes a lot for my smoothies. It's truly just what I'm feeling at the time. I think I put a little bit too much spinach in these bags because as I'm making the smoothies, I can really taste the spinach. And I'm not a huge fan of spinach unless it's in a salad and I have salad dressing kind of masking the taste. So next time I'll do a little bit less spinach. I think I just wanted to use up the massive container I had from Costco, but I find it easier with the berries and stuff to just use a measuring cup. That's way it's more consistent, and also I'm not getting, berry stains all over my fingers. But I'm using about a teaspoon of all the healthy mix-ins. I don't know if you can hear Annie barking in the background, but she says hello to everybody. She was not in this video very much, so I apologize to all the Annie fans out there. I will try to maximize the Annie time in my next video, but I do love making these smoothie packets. I think it saves time, and I'm somebody who hates wasting food, so if I have them already prepared, that's why meal prep works for me as well, then I know I will eat them, and it's just gonna be so nice on those busy back to school mornings to have this ready to go, to pop in the blender and have a healthy routine to start our day.
She didn't even see me gaze today, 'cause I know I am nobody to you, and it feels just like you want me to go now, but I hope you slow it down, hope you slow it down, 'cause what I really need is your time, so will you let me lie?
The last thing that I want to do for this video is to show you how I like to decorate our island for that first day of school, just special breakfast. Really what's special about it is I just use some fun plates. These are pencil plates, and then paper napkins that look like a piece of paper that they use at school. I got these from Target. I showed you the banner and the hanging honeycomb decor that I got as well. It's a pencil and an apple. So I want to deck the island out. This year, Roy and Liam start on a Monday, this Monday, and Charlie starts on Tuesday. So you better believe I'm gonna get these plates back out for the second day of school for Roy and Liam so that we can celebrate Charlie's first day of school as well. So I just take whatever they're having for breakfast that day and I put it on the plate. It doesn't have to be anything wild, but just having a little bit of something extra to make the day stand out as a special day does help build the excitement for my kids, and it just starts that first day of school off on just an extra special note. So let's decorate and get ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know that this video was super long, but I was trying to keep everything in there that I truly like to do to get ready for back to school. So I hope that you got some good ideas to just make life a little bit easier. If you are still watching, you are truly amazing because I think we're at like 54 minutes at this point. So leave me in the comment section a back to school emoji, maybe a pencil, an apple, a school bus, anything. And I promise you, you will be getting a comment back from me. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.